tell your mama to tune in. Whole game plan.
You've been talking up your build, so what's
win percentage in the park overall, and since I've had this template build, I've had it for a couple of weeks, around 90% win percentage with it. I have some really good teammates, but
no, just 90%, no biggie.
90% win percentage. You know,
I think we should see if that will translate against Chris Manning's build right now.
Wow. Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Let's go.
But first, I think I should get some new threads. Look a little cooler than I look now.
I agree. Time to get
I agree
fresh.
too. I agree too.
Let's go over here. Let's go over here to Dick's. Let's see what Dick's Sporting Goods has.
While he's getting some new threads, Demi, how often do you play 1v1? Because I know Chris doesn't play at all.
Not me either. I don't play 1v1 either. So
I'm with you. So this will be an interesting test here on 2K TV.
You gotta get the Tims. The butters? Get the butters. I don't think you have that in your game. Never mind.
I know what I'm changing into. Ooh, I really like this jacket. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. This is nice. This is like one of the only places you can get socks in the game, Alexis. So, because I have white socks on,
You gotta go all black.
we gotta go with the black socks.
Shoes.
Gotta get some matching Kobe's. Looks real nice. The orange and green. Now we're looking real
Now
cute.
you're
Now we're
looking
looking real
good.
cute for Demi's 1v1. I am on my way over.
all right, cool. Come on, join up, man. Here we go. Game time.
All right, here we go. Do a little spin move, go up. Okay, okay.
I'm getting warmed up, man. I'm getting warmed up.
It's okay.
What's your build? Is it based off NBA player too?
This is my season 2 build. I got him grinded up to a 99. But, you know, he's kind of like a bigger version of Austin Reeves could be.
Ooh,
Here we
okay.
go.
But here's the
That would've been
problem.
nice.
Going up against the big, his perimeter defense is an 85, which is respectable. But once Demi gets inside, that's over for me.
This right here actually could get interesting, though. This could get interesting. We'll see.
See, my goal is to keep him out of the paint.
Oof.
Which is not going to happen with this build.
Contact dunk.
This is like dinner for Demi's build, you know?
That 90% win percentage is looking good right about now.
There we go.
Unstoppable.
That's the dunk.
So, Demi, if you're going up against somebody who's, say, not a defensive anchor down low, what are the pros and cons of this build? How are you going to attack me right now?
Since I know that you don't have a hey, oh, give me that. Oh, since I know that you don't have any perimeter defense for the most part, I should be attacking the paint, but I don't want to be that guy. It's like, yo, all you do is keep paint matching. So I want to show the versatility, but yeah, I would definitely take the advantage of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Get it.
good defense.
Get the rebound.
It's Giannis, you know, a little bit of defense.
Yeah. What's your defensive badges on this build?
I have.
Oh.
That
Okay.
is the 91 driving layup.
And now you're giving everybody on 2K this build, Demi.
Oh, don't tell me I'm going crazy now. 3.
Hitting jumpers.
The inside and the outside games. All right, one more. There
Okay,
we go.
so
We'll reach until we foul out, because then you never really win, Demi.
Uncle Demi is up 16-2. And it's looking
I liked it. I like the midi.
barbecue chicken.
You know what, though? I wouldn't guard a Giannis build in 1v1 at all.
Of course.
But look at that stop right there.
60 rebounding.
And I just get dunked on for the last point. Nice. This is a build showcase.
Yeah,
so
this is, and it's not looking good for your build.
I'm making, I got to make Demi look good. Stop.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate you allowing me to look good.
Yeah. I didn't bring my 6'10" defensive monster.
Just...
See, hands up. Let's see.
No way.
And he greens it. All right.
You scored 2 whole points.
This is my new build for season 2. You want me to bring my 3-and-D player? Demi doesn't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, come on, man.
So there you have it. Demi, this build is nice. And fans can go get it right now in 2K24 under the influencer builds. Demi, thank you so much for coming on the show. Not so much for beating me by 20 points, but appreciate you coming on, sharing your wisdom, and sharing your awesome build here with the fans.
Yes, definitely. That build is awesome.
I say, man, it's always a privilege to come on 2K TV. I really appreciate y'all, obviously allowing me to come on and showcase the build. And yes, please, 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 community, go ahead right now. I want to see as many high flyer builds as possible in the city, man. I look forward to seeing y'all. Hey, if I see you on my build, I'm definitely going to add you on my team, too. I tell you that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Uncle Demi, and we will see you out there and see your build out there as well.
All right. Awesome.
It's time for me to rebirth. That build's going bye-bye.
Are you ready for some...
Small forward, 6'9", number 8, Shalom Benny-Avdia. The big man, 6'10", number 21, Daniel Gafford. At the point guard position, 6'2", number 5, Tyus Jones. The other guard, 6'4", number 13, Jordan Poole. At forward, 6'9", number 33, Kyle Kuzma. The head coach of your home team. Fans, let's make some noise for your Washington Wizards.
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Boston Celtics. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Drew Holiday out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Richard, very early going in the NBA calendar. Think back to your rookie season. What were some of your first impressions?
Oh, my rookie year was a whirlwind. We were picked to finish last in the Eastern Conference. We got going from the start, and we were #1 all the way until the NBA Finals. So for me, my rookie year, it was pretty much just a whirlwind.
And Grant Brown signing a huge supermax with the Celtics over the summer.
Oh my, BA, over $300 million. The Celtics made as big a financial commitment you can make to Brown. That's a lot to live up to, but he has a lot of talent.
That one misses. Richard, we saw a new look for Jaylen Brown in 2023, but injury forced him to don a mask.
Yeah, face masks are kind of infamous right now. Some guys struggle with them. Some guys are defined by it. Didn't seem to bother Brown that much. I will give him that.
Good on the second one.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
Jones' shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Tatum's shot is good.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
It's the mark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And offensively, Tyus Jones is a steadying influence out there, Richard.
He does a great job of setting the pace, making great reads, and I like his decision-making. He knows when to pass, when to shoot, just has a great feel for the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Grant, the news for the Celtics over the summer. Moved on from Smart in order to acquire Porzingis.
Yeah, the team wanted to get bigger, and Porzingis gives them that. Hard to lose a player like Smart, but the Celtics feel their guards can fill that void.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And granted, a deal that came down to the wire this summer. The Celtics got their man, Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, yes, they did, B.A. As tough as it was to give up Marcus Smart for Boston, a chance to balance their roster and acquire a two-way tower in his prime.
So it's Washington now. The Celtics making their last shot. It's Kuzma with the miss. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Brown passes to Horford. Outside Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. And Washington with possession. It's a 3-point game. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Tatum finds Brown. Porzingis with it. He's guarded by Gafford. Good.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Gafford passes to Poole. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Horford. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Holiday against Jones. Over Holiday. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
Outside, Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Tatum. Over Avdia. And Tatum with the basket. On the assist by Brown. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
That game could have been a lot closer than it was, but they were just too sharp down the stretch.
It was a very solid game for them, and the score might not tell the story of just how superior they were.
chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. Fourth, the Celtics.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
High post Gafford. To end the drought. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Porzingis. Here's Brown. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Poole, the pass to Gafford. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Left side, Porzingis. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 8.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Pass to Gafford. The rebound, Celtics. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Holiday. In the game against Miami, very impressive. And that one drops.
Assist goes to
their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one's good. Poole.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Hits the trifecta. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's Avdia. Tatum pulls it in. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. 13-point lead. Pass to Holiday. Outside Porzingis. To the paint. Nice D from Gafford.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Now here's Jones. He's covered by Holiday. Jones against Holiday. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 5 points.
Oh, and look at what this fella can do. Beautiful.
And there's the lob. And the officials called goaltending. So they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltending.
White, he's checked in for Brown. Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Washington making some changes. Gallinari comes in for Kuzma, and Kispert is subbed in for Jones. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Grant, you grew up here in Washington, D.C. What's the hoop scene like here?
Well, B.A., they love the game of basketball here, and the fans are unbelievable. So many stars from here like Kevin Durant. So D.C. is kind of a sneaky, underrated basketball city.
And the call will be against Derek White.
Second team.
That's his first foul. Right against Holiday. To the wing on the left. Here's Koulibaly. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Outside White. Pass to Cornet. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Wright. No made baskets yet. Gallinari finds Wright. And that one no good to start off the night.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
White for three. Wright with the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Koulibaly to the inside. Muscala. And Muscala with the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Wright. And he banks in the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Boston's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Holiday surveying the floor. Outside Tatum. Down low. Over to the wing. Outside Holiday. 2 on the clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Drew Holiday.
For the Celtics, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard.
Horford against Gallinari. Horford with a steal. 1:14 left to play in the first. Good on the shot. Horford's got 7. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And Grant, for years, the Wizards resisted calls to rebuild. But things changed this summer.
Yeah, B.A. And even though the return for their stars wasn't as dramatic as we saw for teams like the Jazz, I think there's a sense of relief in D.C. that the organization is resetting and trying something new.
And he drops the first. And talk about consistency, R.J. Boston has made the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of the last 7 years.
Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal, especially since some of their best players are still developing. I know a guy that thinks that they haven't been very good for a very long time. But I know what Celtics fans want. They want a ring. But they should still feel very proud of what this young team has accomplished.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. This is hard to believe, Grant, but the Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979.
It is hard to believe. I mean, they've had some fantastic players over the years. But let me tell you, these fans in my hometown are hungry for a deep playoff run.
Here's Wright, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Boston's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Pritchard, hounded by Wright. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. They get it back. And it's Wright missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Celtics foul. Luke Cornet. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2. Koulibaly.
So he gets them both. To the wing, right side. White for 3. And no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And the Wizards with possession here. They trail by 9. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Jaylen Brown is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Now here's Brown. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Brown against Poole. Horford. Avdia pulls it in.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Celtics are battle-tested, and asked what comes from that experience, Jaylen Brown said, quote, poise. Being able to see and read the game. Our offense has been able to take leaps by understanding the game and what they want to take away and just letting the game decide. BA?
Yeah, that's been the key. Thanks, Allie. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in. He's got to be careful at third, and he'll sit for the rest of that.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Horford, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Now here's Gafford. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks.
6 to shoot. Kuzma outside. The Wizards with another miss. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Inside, pass to Brown. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by Kuzma. Washington trailing. And even in a short time in the NBA, Tatum has become the model wing for the modern NBA, RJ.
Yeah, he does everything so well. Shooting, defense, playmaking, you name it, this man has it. He gives you everything you want and need in that wing position.
And Boston has possession. The Wizards making their last shot. Porzingis passes to Hauser. Misses from close range.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Washington. And finished off by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful, you're trying to stop that.
Pass to Poole. Back to Jones. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Washington's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Gafford. Poole outside. The ball's knocked loose. Kuzma, the open look. Here's Gafford. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Porzingis. Tatum with it. Poole picks him up. Tatum passes to Porzingis. No good from outside. The Wizards have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Kuzma outside. Kept alive by Washington. And that one's good. Cool. Now Holiday. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Brown looking around.
Lately, they haven't been as efficient from downtown as they were to start the game.
To the middle. The fader. Here's Poole. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Now here's Jones. 14 points for him last game against Memphis. Kuzma down low. Defended by Brown. The kick out to Poole. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And Boston has possession. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Tatum way outside. And out of bounds, the Wizards will take it. All right, for this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 5th best, the Celtics.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Brown against Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
There's Tatum with the 3, and they recover it. Here's Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either. For Washington, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Down low, 13 feet out. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hauser. Tatum with it. And Grant is someone whose career spanned eras. You feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult. In part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws. And the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
So Washington ends up going with a new group. Cornette's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Drew Holiday. Kispert. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis passes to White. Back to Porzingis. Pass to White. Outside, Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Wednesday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Cornette passes to White. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Washington's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Wright with the bucket. Wright's got 8.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
White, the pass to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. White for 3. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. Right outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Muscala. The layup off target. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Gallinari's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
Jaylen Brown, one shot.
That one misses. They kick it out to Porzingis. Tatum passes to White. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And the Wizards shooting 41% in this game. Gallinari finds Wright. Here's Coulibaly. 1:16 left in the second period. And it's Wright with the three. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
And he loves the lob. Porzingis with the flush.
You see the reach of Porzingis. His length is what makes him a prime-time alley-oop threat.
Here's Kispert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
With Washington.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford, he's checked in for Cornette, and Pritchard is subbed in for Jason Tatum. .46 seconds left in the first half. Gallinari for three. And again, Washington with a triple.
Covered or uncovered, Gallinari is a threat to score. This is how talented a shooter he is.
Horford can't hit. The Wizards with a lead. Here's Coulibaly. Right outside. Here's Kispert. He's guarded by White. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
16 seconds left in the half. Right outside. Shot clock at 6. It's good. Now it's a 6-point Wizard lead. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Took them a while to find the rhythm, but they're rolling now and could win this going away. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For Washington, it was a challenging first quarter. They were searching for some kind of spark as they had to contend with what had grown to a 13-point deficit for them in the period. In the second quarter, it was a whole new ballgame. Instead of getting pushed around, they were the team dictating the style and the pace and are now 6 points in front. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
It was a great display of team ball. wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the rock. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what DeLon Wright has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kuzma, the 4, down low with Gafford next to him. Tyus Jones is out there with DeLon Wright, and it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now here's Gafford. Horford with a steal. Here's Tatum. And off the left side of the rim, and swirls in for him. Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Here's Gafford. Horford with the block. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 4-point game. And Grant, you look at the longevity of Horford's career. He's done a great job reinventing himself.
You know, B.A., he added the 3 to his game once he hit 30. And that has extended his career by changing how he plays. He still can be an X factor on any given night.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. And Gafford with the block. Jones against Holiday. Jones misses. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
With his upper body strength, Tatum can power through contact.
Here's Wright. And they'll get another chance. Kuzma, the pass to Wright. On the wing, Jones. That 3's off the mark.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Brown passes to Holiday. Tatum from long range. Rebound by the Wizards.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Kuzma finds Jones. Count it. 12 points for him.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Gafford. Good D by Porzingis.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Brown passes to Horford. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them. When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown has shown steady development over his career. He said, quote, every year presents different challenges. I think that's the fun part about basketball, that it's not the same. You got to be flexible, you got to be durable, and you have to be able to grow with the game. Brian?
Allie, he keeps getting better and better. Thanks for that. Good stuff. Brown against Wright. Brown with some nice D. Boston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Inside. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at the 3-point play. Andy Gafford picks one up. And for the Celtics, Griff, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
The Wizards making a switch here. Poole's checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Standing at 7-3. We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent. It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Knocks down the long J.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Cornette's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Jaylen Brown. They need this. Here's Kuzma. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And it's Tatum missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Fourth, the Celtics.
They didn't give away any points at the free throw line, and that makes a head coach's life so much easier.
Jones hits them both. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Throws it up high. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Washington trailing. Jones, the pass to Muscala.
Celtics foul. Luke Cornette. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Wizards, Koulibaly.
Here's Poole. He's got 9. Here's Koulibaly. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. No good that time. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I think Tatum got what he wanted there. Shot in the air and the foul. Well done.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
The first free throw is good.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Washington making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Avdia, and Kispert is subbed in for Jones. And so Tatum nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Kispert, the pass to Muscala. Now Poole. Poole gets it in close. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Rebound Washington. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. A nice shot by Tatum.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Brissett's checked in.
Checking in for the Celtics, O'Shea Brissett.
Poole against Tatum. Pass to Kispert from the arc. On target from range. Kispert's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
I mean, just forcing the issue. Drew gets a pair at the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Drew Holiday.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Holiday hits them both.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
That one goes in.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. To the paint. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. Now the Wizards in transition. Deflected.
How about the defense from Holiday? Reading the play and using his defensive instincts to swat it back.
Now here's White. Still without a bucket. Back to Holiday. For 3. White can't hit. Washington has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Poole. Here's Coulibaly. And that's going to be a travel.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And here's Holiday.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
And for Washington, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Gallinari with it. Picked up by Tatum.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Brissett. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brissett's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Holiday against Poole. The rebound by Brissett. Well, the Celtics shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. From downtown, the rebound by the Wizards. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Poole against Holiday. And here's Kispert from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Kispert's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Tatum, shot is good.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Poole. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Coulibaly. Banked it in off the glass. Coulibaly's got 6.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Pass to Walsh. White with it. On the wing, Tatum. Fires the 3. The rebound by Muscala.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Basket's good.
And man, is he in his zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 5.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Oh, and the release was was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Delano Banton out there with Derek White. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's O'Shea Brissett. And it's Walsh in at the power forward position.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Banton can't get it to go. Washington has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And it's rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Jones with the ball. From 13. And it's Washington with another.
Hey, draw him up a solid play. Get him an open look. He delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range, the shot. It just works.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Jones. Shoots from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Jones has got 20 points.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays. But that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And passes to Mikhailuk. Drills it from deep. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Celtics foul. Delano Banton. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Abdia. Back to Jones. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for 2, Tyus Jones.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the middle. A nice shot by Walsh.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
Jones finds Kuzma. Now here's Gafford. Now Wright. He's guarded by White. Back to Gafford. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And Boston calls time here.
Look out, free t-shirts coming at you right now.
Got a line change here for Boston. Boston. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Washington now. The Celtics making their last shot. Kuzma down low. He's against Horford, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And he's really an assertive offensive presence. Kuzma shows no mercy when attacking the defense.
That's good from Kuzma. And so he hits both. Now Brown. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. And here's Brown. The three. And they get it back. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Gafford. On the wing, Jones uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 16 in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Washington.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second-chance opportunities. You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Back to Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. Horford, right side. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard, the three. Washington with a rebound. Avdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Jones. From outside, off the mark. Here's Brown. Brown catches in. A terrific finisher inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Jones, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Washington. Now here's Brown. Out to Horford. Pass to Porzingis. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots. And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
At the line for Washington, Tyus Jones.
First one falls for him.
Man, you gotta love his mentality in the second half. Attack, 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 and get to the free throw line.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Jones hits them both. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Holiday passes to Horford. Now Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Three-pointer. Kept alive by Boston. The Wizards have gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Jones against Holiday. Jones misses.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. And this close inside, you got to get the job done.
And he makes it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now here's Gafford. That one off the back iron and out.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Jones finds Kuzma. Back to Jones. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. Jones has got 31 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. And here's Brown for three. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Kuzma, the pass to Avdia. And the Wizards with another three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Washington has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. The kick out to Poole. Launches it. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And that one bounced their way. But the rebounding differential has been significant. They're -10 in that regard.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Brown.
Tight game. He is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Now a timeout called by Washington. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
Player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. It's just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Washington trailing. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Washington ball.
Here's Jones. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for Washington.
That one's off.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Horford finds Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 6th assist of the night.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Poole. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Left side, Brown. Pass to Horford. On the wing, Tatum. 1:31 left in the fourth. Jones in the post. He's covered by Holiday.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And it's Tatum missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
Here's Tatum. After the basket by Washington. It's kept alive. Brown. It falls.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Rebounded by the Celtics. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
36 seconds left in the final quarter. Poole from long range. Porzingis grabs the board.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They're behind by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Substitute on the court.
And here's Wright from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. They're leading by 8. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston, Luke Cornett. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up by 9. And so he makes both from the line.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Outside Gallinari. And here's Kispert from the arc. Doesn't go that time. So we see the Celtics taking the W here.
That's the end
Exceptional
of the game.
effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.